We have come for the Schattenjäger. Killer is not wolf. It is werewolf.
It's definitely not Canis lupus lupus. It doesn't match any of the other wolf species in the book either.
Do you think the zoo wolves are responsible for the mutilation killings?
That is yet to be proven.
The Royal Bavarian Hunting Lodge.
A hunting lodge, huh? What would a zoo official want with a hunting license?
Werewolves can live alone for many years, yet the instinct for a pack often leads to converting another to a werewolf-free for companionship.
A lawyer in Buenos Aires. It's a request for information about the death of Baron Klaus von Raleigh. The Raleigh family took the symbol of a black wolf to represent their great skill at the hunt.
The Black Wolf is who Christian Ritter was warning Ludwig II about. But that was 1864, and von Raleigh died here in 1750?
Let's just relax.
Seems like an appropriate choice at this juncture. Is juncture a word all of a sudden?
Yes.
Okay. It just didn't sound like a word right then.
Find a pleasant meadow that hasn't been mowed in quite some time.
Is that lady peering at us?
Staring at the swan. Some guy with a beard.
Swans are not nice. They look like you could pet them, but you can't. Hate it when that happens. Oh yeah, the hair count.
I'm not really sure what the deal with that is. I think that maybe the Hubers come by in the morning and that's some kind of, I don't know, award or something that they left on them. Because the newspaper has been replaced with today's paper.
Maybe it does that automatically. Seems unlikely.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that clock.
Yep.
It looks like there's been another wolf killing. And this one occurred last night in downtown Munich.
Killer wolves strike again in the heart of the city. The latest and so far most brutal incident astonished the public, causing fear and shock and making the authorities appear powerless. This morning around 1 a.m., the killer wolves claimed their 6th victim in the middle of downtown. The killer beasts struck again on a side road off Dienerstrasse, just before Marienplatz and the Rat House. The body was found around 1:15 a.m. The pavement in the small area was still covered in blood. Hey, we have access to that area.
Let's go look at it.
Yep.
Do you think they had a real German write that, so it's like real nice, proper German?
I don't know. Probably not. It wasn't very difficult to translate for me, so yeah, it's probably not real German. Well, they had to have had somebody to look at it, right?
Maybe it was the brother-in-law who took German in college.
It's not like Tuvan. They can find people who speak it.
But do they?
I don't know.
Is there really that extensive a subway system there?
In Munich?
Yeah.
It's a pretty major city. They don't have a public transportation system.
Don't know.
It's not America.
I'm just like super envious of cities with proper public transportation systems.
I don't think they're unusual in places where they don't really have cars.
Oh, that's true. Here we're all like, what's wrong with you? Why don't you have a car?
Yeah.
Where's your car? Did your car break?
Let's check out the crime scene first.
Guess I figured out where last night's killing took place.
Yeah, it told you in the newspaper.
Well, not exactly.
Looks like a television news crew.
Sure does.
Isn't that the detective from the paper? Kommissar Lieber?
If you say so.
Kommissar Lieber, my name is Gabriel Knight. I've been trying to get in touch with you at the station.
Isn't there a song about your commissar?
Yeah.
He's not listening.
Hospitable people, the Germans.
He's not listening.
Why should he? Who the hell are you?
Well, let's see if we can change his mind.
Commissar Lieber, my name is Gabriel Knight. I need to discuss some evidence with you.
What do you want? I'm busy here.
To discuss some evidence.
I have some evidence here that contradicts your zoo wolves theory. I was wondering if maybe we could discuss it.
Look, I don't know who you are or what you think you're doing, but I don't have time for this.
Nice guy.
Yes, sir.
No.
I
He's got a lot on his mind.
Yeah, and you're like some rando.
He's not listening. Looks like a television news crew.
Sure, why not?
Are y'all with the news? I have some information you might find of interest.
You're an American.
Yeah.
That's right.
And you believe you have information about the mutilation killings?
I do have some information, yes, ma'am. I was about to discuss it with the commissar over there, but he seems kind of busy. I thought I'd speak with y'all instead.
Nun gut, was soll's. Dreh schön, Dieter. Wir befinden uns am Tatort des bis jetzt letzten bizarren Todesfalles der durch die Killerwölfe herbeigeführt wurde. Mit mir befindet sich ein Amerikaner, der offensichtlich wichtige Hinweise bezüglich dieses Mordfalles hat. You believe you have information about the wolf killing, sir?
Yes, I do. I was about to ask Commissar Lieber over there some questions, such as why animal hair found at the crime scene is reddish-brown when the escaped zoo wolves were gray.
Fragt, wieso die Tierhaare am Tatort rötlich-braun sind, wie doch die entlaufenen Zoowölfe offensichtlich grau waren.
And how come paw prints found at the scene indicate an animal much larger than the zoo wolf species Canis lupus lupus?
Und fragt, wieso die Pfotenabdrücke am Tatort viel größer sind als die der Zoowölfe. How did you get this information?
Well, good old-fashioned German brutality.
You have my attention. Now, who are you?
I'm Gabriel Knight.
Yeah.
The American novelist. I've been by your station to see you, but funny thing, they would not let me in.
All right. I'll see you at the station later, but only if you agree to get out of here and not talk to the pues.
The pues.
You got it.
The pues.
The pues.
Pues.
Pues. This was a pre-Castle world, so novelists weren't regarded highly as crime solvers.
You think
I told Lieber I wouldn't talk to the press anymore. Too bad, I could have been another David Hasselhoff.
Haha, that joke does not make sense anymore.
No.
You think Castle really increased the cachet of authors in crime fighting scenarios?
Are you saying the documentary Castle is not accurate in every respect?
I doubt that supermodels very often make detective when they're 22 years old. I don't know. It beggars belief just a little bit.
No, see, she's also really smart because they keep telling us so.
Yeah. I don't think it matters how smart you are. I think it takes a really long time to become a detective, doesn't it? I don't think it's like... First of all, I don't think it's a meritocracy.
Am besten mit meiner Sekretärin. Gut. Ja, danke. Ah, I was hoping you'd stop by. I have a package for you.
Really?
I see your hot secretary is still wearing the same thing.
Maybe
Must be
she's
from
only
Gertie.
allowed.
Gertie?
I trust this morning finds you well, Mr.
Really?
Knight.
Hell, I'm lucky it's found me at all. You can call me Gabriel, by the way.
Oh, of course. Call me Harald. Harry's okay too.
Thanks, Harry.
March 18th, 1994. Gabriel, you might as well know, I'm in Rittersburg. I wasn't about to sit in New Orleans and let you have all the fun. Besides, if it goes anything like last time, you're gonna need my help. I've been doing the research Gerda said you wanted. Enclosed is a book you might find useful. It looks a little outdated, but then I've never dealt with werewolves before, so it's hard to be sure. There's also some werewolf history right here in town. I found some clues pointing to a werewolf called the Black Wolf. He's cropped up in a couple of places, including here in Rittersburg in 1750, and in association with Ludwig II, a Bavarian king that died in 1886. It's all ancient history, I know, but something tells me that it is relevant. I'm not sure where to go from here, except to look into Ludwig II. Ask around about the Black Wolf in Munich and see what you find out. Also, let me know if you want me to research Ludwig or join you there. I'm sending this to your lawyer, but I'll need to contact you directly. Send your address and phone number ASAP. Herr Huber is being stubborn and won't tell me. Be careful and write. Grace.
Damn it, what the hell is Grace doing here? At least she's off in the ozone somewhere. The Black Wolf, Ludwig II. She's really losing it.
Why would she say New Orleans? Nobody from New Orleans would say that.
Is she from there?
I don't have time to worry about this historical stuff at the moment.
True.
Yeah, so
I don't think it's got much to do with what's going on here in Munich.
Gabriel won't even read the journals. He will read the werewolf book, but it's the same. I mean, he doesn't have any insight.
He should read the
Do you know
journals.
anything about King Ludwig II?
But naturally. Have you been running into him much on your tour of Munich?
Running into him? Isn't he dead?
Yes, long dead. But he is still everywhere, like your Marilyn Monroe or Elvis. He is the Bavarian enigma.
I can't... The writers couldn't really decide whether he was thick or not.
So what's the big deal about this Ludwig guy?
They call him the fairy tale king. He's very romantic and mysterious, you know. He built castles, and now they are huge tourist attractions.
Castles?
Yeah, you know
Where
what those
are they?
are.
Oh, let's see. Herrenchiemsee is about 3 hours southeast. Neuschwanstein is southwest of the border with Switzerland, about 2.5 hours. I can have my secretary draw you a map if you like, but most German maps have them already marked.
No, thanks. I wasn't thinking of going myself. But it does seem like a harmless enough activity for someone else I know. So this guy's just a dead king, right? And these castles are just out in the countryside, hours from Munich.
Yes.
Perfect.
Patronizing.
Yep.
Have you ever heard of anyone or anything called the Black Wolf?
No.
So like voodoo, we're just
sorry.
going to go around town asking everybody that.
That's all right, I'm sure it's nothing.
Well, luckily in this case, we can be like that weird American, and they'll just be like, ugh, Americans.
I'm off. See you, Harry.
Goodbye.
Does he have to call him Harry? Can he really not handle Harold if the guy's name is Harold?
He said Harry was okay.
Yeah, but I got the sense that he said that was okay because he knew Gabriel was going to call him that anyway.
Well, maybe he likes the whole American, thing.
I don't like the whole American thing, and I'm American.
I would rather say Harry than Harold any day. Also, it's like Harold, and you won't say it right, you know?
The dean of my college is named Harry Fenwick Huss, and he goes by Fenwick. Like, if that were my name, I'd totally just go by Harry.
You wouldn't go by Fenwick?
No, but probably it's some kind of family name, and it means something significant, and there's, like, reasons.
Fenwick?
Yeah. It's, I mean, you're
Sounds
probably...
like you should own a tobacco plantation.
Yeah, well, maybe his family did. I mean, I think he's a southerner, like...
Good morning, Herr Knight. I'm afraid there's no one here at the moment. They're all busy with their daily tasks. You are, however, welcome to use the club. So I've been informed.
A little cranky about
Xavier,
that?
you're so kind.
I have plenty of barely concealed animosity. Okay, thanks.
I would go pee in a potted palm just to
Mind
be a
if we
dick.
chat for a moment?
Anything to be of service, sir.
How do you say suck it in German?
I only really know how to say fuck you.
So
That's
tell me about the club.
the extent of it.
What about it?
When was it made?
Is that wainscoting?
How long has the club been around?
Since 1970.
Holy
No
fuck.
way. The old Royal Bavarian Hunting Lodge? It's older than that, isn't it?
Die Königliche Bayerische Hofjagdloge is ancient. This particular form of it is new.
Well, that's interesting in a way. That will no doubt become relevant later.
What happened in 1970?
Baron von Glauer came. He brought a new vision. The lodge had nearly died out. Hunting is not so popular as it used to be.
It was the age of
Were you
Aquarius.
here when von Glauer joined?
Baron von Glauer. He hired me later, in 72.
So you've been doing that for 20 years?
24.
How was it?
22.
How often do the club members go hunting?
As a group, once a month or so.
Once a month? Hell, I thought y'all were hunters. Back home, you don't get out there and spill a little blood at least once a week. The other men start looking at you funny.
Organized club hunts are once a month. Members can use the club's lodges anytime on a more casual basis, and they frequently do.
Yeah.
How many members are there?
There are 5 now, not including you. I'm not sure of your status.
5.
Awesome.
You mean the men that were here last night make up the entire club?
Quantity is not an overriding concern with us, Herr Knight. The Baron personally interviewed and approved each new member. Despite your own experience, this club is extremely exclusive. Not everyone would fit in.
No, I don't suppose they would.
All right.
Here, cranky pants.
Have you ever heard of the Black Wolf?
No.
Alrighty.
That's basically what I expected.
No.
So, tell me about the club members.
I don't gossip about our members, Herr Knight.
Gossip? With you? Please. I've never met anyone as obviously discreet as you.
Thank you.
Bet you could drop a load if you wanted to, though. You probably know more about what goes on around here than anyone.
True. At least I used to. But with all these new people coming in, I'm not sure I know anything anymore.
All these new people? You mean I'm not the only fresh blood?
No, Herr Dr. Klingman was only accepted a few weeks ago.
Really? Who brought him in?
I was not in on the discussion, so I really couldn't say. But I'm sure there was more thought behind his acceptance than yours.
Nice. That was about...
All right, Xavier. Thanks.
That was about 1 week after the zoo wolves escaped. I think. Or shortly after the murder started, certainly.
Dead things. Gotta love them.
They
They had
could...
that same chin
Just the
weird
right
coin
size for the
jumper.
big bad wolf to come down the chimney. Unless he's already here.
Gabriel certainly is very suspicious of this club. Like, we don't have anybody else that we're looking at. Which, you know, fair enough, but seems like
Look at those chairs. They're totally creepy.
you might explore... Like, there are, like, at least 1 million people in Munich. Does it necessarily have to be one of these guys?
Yes.
All right, fine.
It's in German.
It's his instincts.
I think that the reason that I think this is actually probably one of the better games ever made is that
And I thought Germans only drank beer.
it's not like epic, you know? Like the existence of the world does not hinge on this. It's like a little thing, you know?
Yeah. It's pretty important to the people involved, but...
Like the first game was this like giant conspiracy, and the third game is like ridiculously involved in like world affairs. But This one isn't, you know, it's just like a decent mystery story, and it plays out mostly logically, aside from the, you know, supernatural bullshit. Okay, so that's a back door. It's not terribly useful.
Snooping, snooping, snooping.
Locked.
How will we worm our way into this locked door?
By means of something silly?
You bet.
Start a small fire?
I think I've pumped that particular well dry.
So it makes sense that Xavier will have the keys. Is it Xavier or Xavier? Von Glauer, whose name is actually Von Glover, always says Haver. I don't know if there's an I in it. Any ideas of how... Okay, other than starting a small fire. Where would we start the fire that we would be able to access his keys? Also, don't you think maybe he would be suspicious of Gabriel if a fire started while he was the only person there?
Maybe. Ugh, more of those clocks.
Hello.
Those horrible clocks.
Scott.
I don't think that there's any hint that this is the correct thing to do.
Jesus Christ.
I'm going to just dub...
Authentic Black Forest cuckoo clocks.
I'm going to dub this sound
Maybe Gracie
over
would
the
like one
entire
for a
video.
shop redecoration. He doesn't strike me as a sparkling conversationalist.
I will move out.
Cute.
How do you not go insane?
Yeah, well, there is in there this sound thing, you know, to wake up. You know, in the morning.
An alarm clock.
Yeah, alarm clock. Yeah, richtig. Yeah.
How could you ever sleep
How much is it?
with one of
Wie
those?
viel? 60 marks.
So that sound that it made that I think I was talking over, it's made it like a door knocking sound. Did you figure it out yet?
So you're gonna like hang it on the back door and...
I'll take that woodpecker clock.
Would that work? Like, because then he would
60
just find the
marks,
clock.
Yeah.
He'd look on the door and find the clock.
But he'd be very confused, so he might, you know, look around and try to see where the clock came from.
That's all right. I'll take it as it is.
Unless he believes that someone's really knocking at the door, won't he again just be suspicious of Gabriel?
Couldn't he just order like 30 pizzas and have them sent to the club and
How about get a homeless person and pay him 5 marks to knock on the door?
Do they have those there?
Homeless people? Well, look at those 2 people.
Well, okay.
They would probably take 5 marks. Was 5 marks a lot?
I have no idea.
I don't either.
I have no concept.
Gabriel bristled when the guy said 60 marks.
I don't
Maybe it was a lot.
I don't know.
Maybe it was like $1. $60 is, you know, in 1994, I guess it was pretty expensive.
It's a pretty good sum for a silly clock. That
So what do you see in
Nice
this?
A plant.
Put the clock in the plant.
Okay.
Yeah.
You never know when a little woodpecking will come in handy.
That sounds dirty.
Yeah.
You know, because wood
Yes.
and, you know, pecking. Okay, I don't know how much time that gives us.
Enough.
Do we have 1 minute? He looked like he turned it to midnight. How does this alarm clock work? Where's the clock and where's the setting? I'm deeply confused about this.
I don't even know how analog alarm clocks work at all.
Does that clock only work if you wake up at midnight? Or does it wake you up every hour?
Yeah, I'm sure it does, whether or not it's intended to.
A cuckoo alarm clock. That is a white elephant.
Somebody's at the door.
I can hear.
Can you? Can you keep your keys in your pocket? Because if you didn't, I'm going to steal those motherfuckers.
What game is it that makes the sound every time you steal something?
Day of the Tentacle does that.
Okay. That's a good sound.
Yeah. Good game.
Ooh, keysies.
Well.
Yoink.
Look who isn't nearly as smart as he thinks. Key ring. Keep it in your pocket. People will steal your keys.
Everything all right?
Everything is fine, Herr Knight.
Are you sure about that? Dick. Sitting in his little corner.
I wonder how you say dick in German. Not like
Xavier's keys.
like the what is the word for insult? There's like a word fancier than insult. Epithet?
Not really.
Whatever. Words.
Gabriel won't just go down into the room.
I should
though.
probably return those keys
Oh my
first
God,
before
why?
Xavier notices they're gone.
Yeah.
Oh, you could just toss them somewhere in the hallway and he'd assume.
What would he assume? Oh, I dropped the keys that I keep in the drawer. I guess it fell out of my drawer.
Yeah.
Yeah, this pretty much works the way you'd think.
The chipmunk version.
This takes an unbelievably long time.
Yeah, that is impossibly tedious. Look
I
at
think
that.
this is like 3x.
That's awesome.
And you never know when you'll need this clock again.
Very true.
Spoiler alert, we will not need that clock again.
Well, we can give it to Grace. Who will re-gift it to Gerda because she hates her. And why would you give a clock like that to somebody that you like?
Well, it was 60 marks. Which I don't know how much that money that is. It's probably a lot.
Aren't some of these endangered species?
Yeah.
It's like he
Aren't
hasn't
some
even
of these
been to the
endangered
Roy
species?
Rogers Museum. Of course, now nobody can ever go
Just a
there
guess,
again.
but I don't think this stuff has much to do with hunting.
You don't?
Well, somebody killed those things.
Here is a ledger.
Somebody's been hunting the most dangerous game.
Have they?
Well, there's a human skull there.
True.
Rice, Von Agner, Henneman. I met them all last night. I wonder what these figures mean.
Too bad we don't know any of this language.
What the hell do these guys hunt anyway? Ninjas?
Maybe.
Photos of the club hunts.
Tigers.
Looks like Von Glauer and Von Zell monopolized the camera. Or the hunts.
Yep.
Mr. Knight?
Hey.
This room is for members.
Oh, Harold says what?
Oh, sorry. The door was open. I'll go up.
Wait! I'd better make sure you do not take another unexpected detour.
Okay. And Von Zell retrieves the ledger, leading us to believe that maybe it's his.
After you.
I don't think you can get Gabriel to write those numbers down. I do think that you can get caught before you look at the ledger, though, and therefore miss that clue.
Zava! Zava, kommen Sie!
See, he says Zavar. I don't think there is an I in it.
Ja, Baron Von Zell?
I found the basement door unlocked and Herr Knight below. Perhaps you could keep a better eye on the keys in the future.
I will, Baron Von Zell.
Get like a keychain guy.
Yeah, like the stretchy wrist things.
Yeah.
I have no idea where you buy
I mean, you never know when von Glauber is going to let, like, a pretty fucking mischievous American into the club and give him free reign to put a knocking device in a plant.
May I speak with you, Baron von Zell?
Yes? What is it?
You seem kind of pissed off all the time. Are you a werewolf, maybe? Easiest solution ever.
So, what do you do for a living, Baron von Zell?
Be a baron?
For a living? My family is in banking, Herr Knight. What do you do for a living?
Me?
I think he's making
I'm a writer.
fun.
A writer? How aggressive of you.
It's like an episode of Revenge.
The club seems to be an exciting place. Do y'all travel much as a group?
No.
Really? You don't hunt abroad?
We are all very busy men.
That is why I am here in the early morning
Oh, isn't
reading
that
a
odd?
magazine in a chair. And not at my job.
I wonder who bought those chairs.
So, how do you like the club?
Herr Knight, if you wish to learn about the club, you should keep your mouth shut and observe.
But all there is to observe is you reading, and that's boring.
I mean, I observed the basement.
Yeah, and you got all mad.
I take it you're particularly fond of hunting. I noticed the photographs downstairs. You and the Baron sure do get around.
We are the best.
Like, in the world?
You may find that out for yourself someday.
Oh, I'm anxious for us to hit the field. I have a feeling there's a lot I could learn from you.
You may find yourself more challenged than you can imagine.
True. I don't get in as much practice as I'd like, and hunting's like any other sport. The more you do it, the better you get.
Bullshit. Hunting is a matter of the spirit, of will.
So it is.
I think those sniper rifles probably help.
Dude's a little
However,
high-strung.
Heaven could see that von Glover and I have had more practice than the others in the club. We used to hunt together quite a bit.
Used to. You don't hunt together anymore?
No, not often.
Why?
Are you and Von Glauber too busy to hunt much these days, or have y'all fallen out?
I suppose I've simply outgrown him.
Oh,
Really?
Is that
In what
because
way?
you're a werewolf?
You wouldn't understand.
You'd be surprised.
Sure.
How about telling me about the other club members?
I have a better idea. Why don't you tell me about yourself?
Like what?
For example, why are you in Munich?
Oh, I'm just vacationing and thought I'd stop by on my way through.
Really? And where are you staying in Munich?
Outside of town a ways.
Which suburb?
I'm on a farm, actually. And you know, I don't remember the name of the area. Probably couldn't pronounce it anyway.
Aw,
Yes.
shucks.
Quite curious for someone with a supposedly high Germanic background.
Yep. I guess going out and making your mark on the rest of the world will do that to a family line.
See, the revenge type, you know, you just sit around and say stupid.
Have you ever heard of the Black Wolf?
No.
I think he might be lying.
He said no, but the oboes or whatever the fuck, what was that? Violas?
You mentioned that y'all
Cellos?
don't
Maybe
go on hunting
cellos.
trips abroad?
Double basses?
We do not.
But those trophies in the basement, y'all really have white tigers in Germany or lions?
The majority of what the club hunts are far more common species, Herr Knight. The trophies in the basement are exceptions, and they were obtained quite legally.
Whoa, you misunderstand me, Baron von
I think not. In any case, the basement is not public territory. and its contents are, therefore, none of your concern.
Of course, I do apologize.
As a guest of this club, the why you are a guest of this club is a mystery to me. But as a guest, perhaps you should limit your prowling and sniffing to areas which you are offered openly by those who belong here.
You're so right.
Kill him with kindness.
Yeah. That guy's kind of cranky.
Speaking of more challenge than you can possibly imagine, I saw wheelchair curling on TV today.
Wow.
In the Paralympics.
How do you do that?
Well, they can't really sweep the rock, so they just like wheel the wheelchair kind of like it's past it's not all the way to the hog line or whatever, but yeah, and then they just get like a stick.
They're busy.
They poke the rock like down the but
They're
it
allowed
you know
to poke it?
Yeah, but they can't, you know, since they can't sweep it, they can't really, you know.
I guess.
They can't really do curling. It looked like it was pretty boring.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But you know, I guess they wheelchair around on the ice. I don't think it's probably very good for the ice. Anyway.
They can make more.
Commissar Lieber, so generous of you to see me.
Sit down, Mr. Knight. Now, you will tell me what you think you know about this case, yes?
Maybe.
How do you say quid pro quo in German?
There is no translation.
Thanks so much for your time.
Sit down.
So
What are
shouty,
you
the
proposing
Germans.
exactly?
You want information? I want information. It's kind of convenient that way.
I can't give you police information.
Why not? I'm not asking for anything confidential. Hell, I can't even read the damn newspapers around here. Press release stuff, that's all I want.
All right. But then it's your turn. Agreed?
I hear you.
At least he's neater than Detective Mosley. Probably nothing of interest back there.
Tell me about the latest victim.
Male, 52, Grossberg was the name. He was a furrier. Ironic, isn't it?
A furrier. What an amazing coincidence.
Or
Yeah.
is it?
He was killed really near the club.
Have any theories about why the killer struck downtown this time?
No. Do you?
I read somewhere that wolves are clean animals. They don't kill close to their lair unless they're forced to.
What lair? What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, we didn't tell you about the whole werewolf in the hunting club thing.
Not sure, actually.
Never mind.
Random thought.
Pretend I said nothing. I don't know why Gabriel would say that.
Tell me about the other victims.
What do you want to know?
Sub-menu.
How many victims have there been?
5, including the one downtown.
Could there be bodies out there that you haven't found yet?
No.
Really?
The killings have been done in broad daylight. Body parts left like a trail of Brotkümmel. Breadcrumbs?
Yeah, we got it.
Jack the Ripper Wolf.
You don't leave a trail of much else. So Lieber thinks that these are sort of demonstrative crimes.
When were the other victims killed?
The first was 32 days ago.
2 days after the zoo wolves escaped. And the others?
The 2 teenage boys were killed 20 days ago. The Huber girl 6 days ago.
They're speeding up.
Maybe.
Not sure he has enough data points to say that conclusively.
What about the locations of the killings? Any pattern there?
You can see for yourself if you like. I have a marked map on the wall. Until last night, the killer always struck 30 to 40 minutes outside the city. The first was killed north of München near Esching. The two males were killed in Feldkirchen, that's east. Tony Huber was killed on her parents' farm just west of Lacham.
Let's check out the map. Why did they reprise this theme from the first game?
They like it.
I don't think they want to associate themselves with that game.
This map, it marks the locations of all the wolf killings, right?
Yes. What?
The one last night, the one in the middle, doesn't really fit, does it?
It has to fit. It happened.
I suppose.
So was there something different about this? It was the only one in the...
I still say that one in the middle is different.
And Gabriel said something about clean animals don't like killing near their lairs.
Grossberg. Didn't Liba say that was the name of the guy who was killed last night?
So this is the furrier's telephone number. Printed, like typewritten out on the post-it or something? Anyway, since he can't see our arms... I'm pretty sure he would be able to figure out we're doing this. Why don't you just remember it?
It's not that many numbers.
Or write it on your hand or something. You have to like get your notebook out.
Evidently.
It's hard to say what his phone number will really get us, but...
Yeah, he's dead. What are you going to do? Call him?
Yeah.
Talk to his wife. Be like, hey, so your husband just died. How are
that, you know, that sucks and
why
shit.
do you think that happened?
So do you know any werewolves? Hey, have you heard of the Black Wolf? Maybe? This theme is so bad.
How long have you been a commissar?
10 years.
All of them here in Munich?
Yes.
And a criminal commissar is like, what, a police detective in America?
Americans don't have so many ranks, I think. A German criminal commissar is, say, more like an English chief inspector.
Ah, P.D. James.
What?
Nothing.
I don't get that either. What is P.D. James?
I have an impression it's a mystery writer.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Isn't that the one that was,
What does forensics say about the killer?
like the...
That information is not
movie.
for the press.
But the bite marks, saliva, you've seen the bodies, I haven't.
All I can say is, it is an animal.
Mind if I take a guess? Your boys in the lab say the bite marks are canine and are closer to wolf than to dog. But beyond that, they can't pin it down. Nothing like it on the records. Probably a weird hybrid. Yeah. That's what I thought.
Actual detective work.
The killer isn't one of the zoo wolves, is it?
That is information the press does not have, Mr. Knight. I expect it to stay that way.
I understand.
As you pointed out so loudly at the crime scene, evidence on the killer does not match what we know of the zoo wolves.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts about that?
Either there is a mistake with the zoo records.
I think the zoo would know if they had a reddish-brown hybrid in the wolf kennel.
I didn't say it was likely. Another possibility is, of course, that another animal is responsible.
Wild?
Possibly. Maybe. A pet.
Hell of a pet.
A pet?
Sure, like Mike Tyson has a tiger.
As in maybe the reason you haven't been able to track the thing is that it's going into someone's home.
It's possible.
Looks like he's getting a handy in that scene.
Kind of does.
You keep saying an animal. You found evidence of only one animal? One bite pattern, one saliva type?
Yes.
Yet 2 wolves escaped from the zoo.
As you say, the zoo wolves do not figure into this at all.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. No, I definitely would not say that.
That would be a really big coincidence if the 2 wolves escaped and then a bunch of killings that were very wolf-like happened at the same time, and there was no connection.
Have you given any thought at all about the possibility of...
Thought?
Nothing.
A werewolf?
I think he hasn't, in fact.
Never mind.
I think in this scene more than any other scene, the poor video quality really shows.
Have you ever heard of anyone or anything called the Black Wolf?
The hair samples we have are all reddish brown.
Yeah, I know. I was just wondering if you'd heard of a black wolf in general.
Hold on.
So that emotion that he just expressed is really not something you can do without video, is it? That was like a very sort of nuanced, like, oh God. With this medium dying out, you lose little things like that.
Here is this.
What?
Missing persons case. A runaway teenaged girl. It happened in 1989 in a town called Kirschel, in the Nationalpark Bayerischer Wald, Bavarian National Forest.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I just thought I remembered something. It was a sad case, you know. She was very pretty.
We don't care if ugly girls get killed.
Ah,
Yeah,
yes.
I mean, whatever. In fact,
Here
they
it
should
is.
What?
There was a supposed witness. An old lady who lived on the edge of town near the woods. She says she saw the girl go into the woods the night she disappeared. Says the wolf got her.
The wolf?
The old lady had been complaining for some time about a huge black wolf in the woods. But no one believed her. She was verrückt, crazy.
No one else ever saw the thing?
Hadn't been any wolves in those woods for 50 years.
So there was probably nothing to it.
That's what I thought at the time. Of course, that was years before this case. Never heard of wolf attacks back then.
Well, you hadn't until fairly recently here either.
Well, that's what he means.
Yeah.
Do you get a lot of missing persons cases in Germany?
Oh, sure.
As many as any
Mostly
other place.
teenagers, runaways. It gets worse all the time. Families are not like they used to be, yes?
Suppose not.
The Yellow King get them.
That's all I wanted to know.
Good. We discuss you now, yes?
I guess.
You want to tell me, or do I have to ask?
I'm investigating the murder of Tony Yuba for her parents.
Why?
I'm an investigator. That's what I do.
You're an American PI?
Well...
You could say that.
And how did the Hubers end up hiring you?
Mutual friends?
Craigslist.
I see.
Schattenjäger.
And this evidence you have?
A paw print and some hair samples from the Yuba farm. I spoke with some folks at the zoo as well.
All right, Mr. Knight. I don't know how the police deal with you in America, but in this country, we don't like civilian interference.
I understand.
If you hear something, you come to me. If you see something, you come to me. And under no circumstances are you to speak with the press. You do. And I'll have your passport.
Well, you wouldn't like it. It was a bad hair day.
I am quite serious.
I swear, not a word.
We're already not telling him a bunch of stuff.
I can't stop you from investigating. But stay out of our way.
Quiet as a shadow. That's me.
We don't maybe want to mention that the zoo official is obviously covering up the fact that somebody let the wolves out.
Stay out of trouble.
That same zoo official is now a member of a weird hunting cult thing, which has endangered species in the basement.
It doesn't seem relevant.
Okay.